take Scamper around the block before I start my labours.
OK.
Scamper? Come here. Gary.
What?
I'm sorry I misled you about my rent and everything.
It's okay. Forget it.
I know you must think I'm hopeless, but honestly, I don't know where my money goes to.
You're not the only one.
No, I know I'm not. There are folk who owe a fortune on them credit cards, aren't there? And mortgages. Well, I don't have a mortgage, do I? I mean, what are mortgages if they're not debts? And I don't have any credit cards, neither.
You have a few debts, though, don't you, Joyce?
Oh, yes, I'm not denying that. But what I'm saying is, I'm not the only one. See you later.
See you later.
Scamper?
You know, you are a lovely man. You are the best husband anyone's ever had.
What's brought this on?
The way you are with me, Mum.
Oh.
I mean, after all the lying she's done, and sending you on a wild goose chase after a landlord, you'd have been well within your rights to have thrown her out.
I would. Nobody told me.
But you didn't. And you ain't gone on at her. You've been really, really nice.
Don't give up. You're going to have me in tears.
You are.
So it's all judges and lawyers and all the courtroom stuff now, then, is it?
Well, not today, no. Apparently it's all very informal. They just sit us down and try to get us to sort it out between us.
Oh, well...
Which is a nice idea, unless you happen to be up against a woman like Denise, who goes through life taking what she wants and then throwing it away when she's tired of it.
Like she's now taking Kelly.
Exactly.
Well, she did love Daniel. I'm sure she wouldn't do anything to harm him.
Ah, well, you see, I think she's doing that already.
Well, anyway, both Kevin and I hope it all works out for you.
Well, it's very kind of you, and I appreciate it.
Oh, go on,
Yeah.
you get that, 'cause I'm going
thanks.
now.
All right,
Bye.
yeah, bye, Talia, bye. Hello?
It's me.
Oh, hi, hi.
How you feeling?
Aggressive.
Oh,
No, I'll tell you something. I'm just dreading seeing that woman again. I don't want to come within a mile of her.
well, you're gonna have to.
Yeah, I know. Hey, listen, I'll be in this evening if you fancy hearing all about it.
I most certainly do. I'll see you about 7 o'clock. Is that okay?
Morning.
Morning.
Dorothy.
Oh, just try and stay calm. And I'll keep my fingers crossed. Yeah. See you later. Bye.
You do know you've got a certifiable lunatic living in them flats, do you?
Oh, with a few.
I'm talking about Roy Cropper.
I thought you were a fan of his.
Oh, not anymore. Do you know he does nothing without first consulting his Auntie Margaret? Well, nothing wrong with that, of course, except she's been dead and in her grave these past 10 years.
Morning, Bill.
Morning, love. I've just had a letter from you telling me I've got some tickets to collect.
Has Anne gone to work?
No, not yet. Oh, we've 30 seconds yet. Do you want a drink?
No, thank you. But I do want to know what you thought you were doing, inviting your dad to involve himself in my affairs. Because you did, didn't you?
Well, I told him what was going on, yes.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't have.
Hello.
Hi. You'll be getting sick of the sight of me.
No, we won't. But you'll have to excuse me because I've got to get going.
Oh, yeah, you just carry on.
15 seconds.
What?
Nothing?
So you've the dry cleaning to pick up and a Christmas tree, but not too large, and make sure it's one of those ones that doesn't shed its needles.
Oh, it won't dare. Okay.
See you later.
See you later.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
Liz.
Bye.
Bang on. To the second, every day. You set a chronometer by her.
Yeah, well, that's Anne, isn't it? You knew she was like that before you moved in.
I suppose I did, yeah.
Anyway, you'd no right to tell him, and please, Andy, don't ever do anything like that again.
Well, what was I supposed to do, Mum?
Nothing. It's my problem. I'll sort it out.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ingredients for the Christmas pudding, is this?
I thought it might be.
It should have been mixed a month ago, but I'll do what I can.
Well, do as little as you can, will you? Gives me heartburn, does Christmas pudding.
I've already been used to shop bought. You won't get out of there with mine.
Hello.
Hiya. I've just been in and picked our tickets up.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Yeah. There's some leaflets inside as well. You might want to read them.
Oh, I will. Oh, look, Mother, isn't it wonderful?
For you, yes.
Anyway, look, I'm going to shoot off. I'll see you tonight, OK?
Yeah, right.
So, so where is it you're going then?
Oh, we're going to Spain, the Costa del Sol.
Oh, well, I suppose you know what you're doing.
Look, I know he's been very good helping us out, but I don't want him thinking he can come round this bar whenever he feels like it.
Just tell him.
Yeah, but he might take offence.
So what you going to do then?
Well, look, I think if we keep his eyes open, and if it looks as if he's going to come through, nearest one to the flat wedges himself in, you know, something like this, look. Like that. And then he can't get through. Only don't make it obvious, you know, just look as if you've not noticed him.
I don't think I'm as good fit as you. He might squeeze past me.
Well, stick your chest out. I've noticed you can do that when you've a mind to.
I'm off now, Vera. I've washed my cloth, so I'll hang them on the line when I go.
Oh, thanks, love.
Ta-ra then.
See ya.
Ta-ra. Here. You see, I told our Jack about Alec. We know what fellas are like. They don't want anybody in their patch, do they?
No.
But I've got to get Alec away from this bar before our Jack comes out of hospital.
Different welfare officers have their own way of doing things. I don't know this one. So if he wants an opening statement, do you want me to make that, or do you...
Yeah, I'm quite happy to.
Obviously the right place.
Hello, I'm Stuart Boswell, representing Miss Osborne.
Margaret Dunbar, representing Mr. Barlow.
How are you?
Fine.
And Daniel?
Very well.
But he's not with you?
I wasn't going to drag him all this way, no. He's at home with Brian.
Morning, everybody. Sorry to keep you waiting. It's, Mr. Barlow
Yes.
and Mrs. Osborne.
Yes.
Good. I'm Mr. Phelps, and I'm the court welfare officer. So if you'd like to sit down, we'll make a start, shall we? Now, I'm sure your solicitors have told you what's involved. All I'd like to add, we're not here to rake up old arguments or to apportion blame. We're here for one reason only, and that's to safeguard the welfare of little...
Daniel.
Daniel. You have the chance today to sort out Daniel's future between you. If you can't, well then, the court will have to step in. But we hope it won't come to that. So then, Mr. Barlow.
Yes.
You made the initial application for a residence order. Would you like to tell us why?
Well, yes, it's quite simple. Daniel is my son, and I've been bringing him up on my own for the past year. His mother left in January, and up until a few weeks ago, she'd shown not the slightest interest in whether he was alive or dead.
Can I just say...
You'll have your opportunity, Mrs. Osborne.
Do you want me to explain what happened?
Anything you think is relevant.
Well, his mother moved in with me shortly after Daniel was born, and we had what I thought was a good relationship. So good that we were on the verge of getting married. You agree with that?
We're not disputing any of that.
And then I discovered that she'd been having a long-standing affair with her sister's husband, her brother-in-law.
As a result of which?
Well, the wedding was off, as you'd expect. She left with her brother-in-law, leaving Daniel with me. And I must stress here that she made not the slightest effort to keep hold of Daniel. She left him. She left me, she just took off.
Since when you've been bringing Daniel up on your own?
Yes.
No, not really.
I beg your pardon?
What, you've been there every day?
Oh, I see.
You've given up your job?
I employed a young woman to look after, a woman suitably qualified to look after Daniel while I was at work.
Mr. Barlow is a teacher. In fact, a head of department, I think.
Yes.
And I should point out that we're not talking about him employing a childminder. This young woman was employed solely to care for Daniel on a live-in basis.
Which was necessary so that I could earn a living. But this doesn't alter the fact that for 1 year, I was the only parent that Daniel had, and my home was the only home that he'd had. And then, one evening, when I wasn't there, she suddenly turns up out of the blue and snatches him.
Oh, no.
I understand you were present.
Not to begin with, no.
No, but shortly afterwards.
Well, I got there before they got away, yes, but only because someone phoned to warn me.
There was no intention to remove the child in Mr. Barlow's absence.
No.
Well, it certainly didn't look like that. Anyway, never mind how he was taken or whether or not I was there.
You were.
I can't think of anything more barbaric than for somebody to turn up after nearly a year of no contact, bundle a small child into a car and drive off with him.
Why don't you tell the prison authorities?
Well, I don't know how that'll affect Steve, do I?
Of course.
No, My new policy is to stop panicking and make some inquiries about this fella because, well, all I know up to now is in prison.
Right.
Which my husband was and my son still is, so I shouldn't take that as a guide to anything, should I? Anyway, I'd best be going, or you'll be getting the sack.
Oh, I'm more likely to sack him. Alec, can I have a word with you? Have you got a minute?
Yes, certainly. How are you, Liz?
I'm fine, thanks, Alec. Just going, actually. Bye.
Bye.
What hairstyle do you call that?
I'm not right sure.
Well, it's easy, I suppose. All she needs to do is stick her fingers in the electric socket of a morning.
Alec, do you know anything about this petty cash?
Know about it?
Where's it gone?
Well, how much should there be?
We're £35 short.
Do you keep that drawer locked?
Well, not when I'm in the shop.
Oh, dear. Well, look, let me sort this out, and then we'll have a think to see if there's not some item of expenditure we haven't forgotten about.
Whatever I've done, it's always been for Daniel's benefit. Well, you might not choose to see it that way, but it's true, yes. When I left, I didn't know where I was going. I didn't have a home to go to, so it was for Daniel's sake, to protect him from further upset, that I left him with you.
Was that also why you stayed away for 10 months?
I stayed away until I had got a home together, and until I felt that I could offer Daniel the secure family life that he deserves.
Secure for how long?
Please.
Believe me, it was not easy staying away. It's one of the hardest things that I've ever had to do, and I'm just so relieved that it's over, and now Daniel's with me. And can I say one other thing?
Certainly.
Well, there's something that Ken conveniently seems to have forgotten. You always knew that I'd come back for him. When I left, we both agreed that it would only be temporary.
What?
We both agreed.
But this is a lie. I'm sorry, but this is a barefaced lie.
Yes, all right.
We listen to you now, please.
I would never have agreed to anything like that.
Mrs. Osborne is giving us her point of view.
That is the only reason that I left Daniel, because you agreed that I could come back for him when I was ready to.
And then there's the young woman, Kelly Thompson.
Oh, yes.
That's the person that Mr. Barlow referred to that was employed to look after Daniel.
Well, I'm pleased to say that Kelly has now agreed to come and work for me. Because I thought, well, I'm sure that Kelly must have spent more time with Daniel over the past few months than anyone else, so it'll be nice for him if she'll still be there.
But can I ask, Miss Thompson's new post is conditional upon you being granted residence?
Well,
yes.
Yes, in that there wouldn't be anybody to look after otherwise.
So if Mr. Barlow's granted residence, there's no reason why Kelly Thompson can't go back to working for him.
Well, that's hypothetical. The fact remains that she is now working for Mrs. Osborne.
Yes.
Until the court reaches its decision, and then I suspect she'll be out on her ear.
Oh.
Anyway, regardless of Kelly's position, I'm now in a new relationship. Well, actually, it's a revival of an old relationship, since I used to be married to this person.
Deirdre?
Oh, yes, as a matter of fact, it did.
Oh, no.
So that amuses you, does it? Well, okay. But the point is, I can now reasonably expect to have two people to look after Daniel, whether Kelly's around or not.
Oh, so that's your plan, is it? You're shacking up with your ex-wife so that you want to bring up my son between you.
Well, I would have thought it was a step up from shacking up with your brother-in-law.
Please. Please. We're here to consider what's best for Daniel.
Deirdre.
Let me ask each of you, starting with Mr. Barlow. What do you believe is the best solution to all this? And I mean, best for Daniel.
Well, I think he should be returned to me. And, yes, all right, his mother can see him. I would never have denied her that. But his home is with me.
And I think that any child of his age needs his mother, which he now has, and so I'm not asking for any change. Just leave things as they are.
What in the name of God do you think Elizabeth would say if I went up there and say, hey, come here, I have a problem here. If a man woman chase me around, won't take no for an answer, would you mind going and have a wee word with her? I mean, what do you think she'd think of that?
Not a lot. Come on.
You haven't been listening to a word I've been saying, William, have you?
I have.
You have not so. Aye, your head's cut. You're away in Spain already with Maureen Holdsworth, so you are. Way on.
All right, lads.
All right, yeah.
Hiya. Hello, Sammy. Couple of pints, please, when you're ready.
How are things? Oh, she'll go round the twist if Jack's not back soon.
Really?
You've heard the latest, haven't you?
No.
She wants to know which one of her staff's been nicking from the till.
No.
Never worked for a woman because they always give you grief. Just something I heard. Don't believe a word of it myself.
Here, I'm glad I've seen you. I want a word.
There you go. Your term for the 3rd degree.
Well, I'm not having it. Don't drink that.
Why not?
Because we might be leaving.
I'll drink it fast.
You know I've got that job in the arcade, where I'm up to my ears in money. Well, I have never been a penny out, ever.
Here, now, Judy.
Yes, Vera?
Listen, can you help us out by doing a few hours tonight?
Could do.
Hey, great. Because I don't want to short-staffed. Don't want to give Alec an excuse to get behind bar again.
Carry on drinking now, can I?
Since you have failed to come to an agreement, there will have to be a full hearing. In the interim, Daniel shall continue to reside with his mother, while the father shall, of course, be granted reasonable contact.
I got a letter from him. What I suppose you might call a love letter.
Yeah, well, he fancies you, you know that anyway.
I know, I've been scared to death. Steve, we've got to find a way of stopping this.
Mum, you hardly even know him.
I don't want to know him. I don't want his letters, I don't want his presents, I don't want anything to do with him. What?
Look, before you go on, he's been very good to me as Fraser. He's got a lot of influence in here, and he's used that influence to make my life easier. So much easier, in fact, I'm really enjoying it in here.
Well, it's all right. You've not got anything to decorate it with?
Oh, you didn't tell me that.
What, you got no initiative? Not got a mind of your own?
Yeah, just haven't got any money of my own.
By the way, what did your mum want this morning?
Oh, she's still getting aggro off this weirdo that's inside with our Steve.
Well, she's always been nice to me, so I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, she's always been nice to me.
Not really.
But really what?
The way she dresses.
Yeah.
No, that's all I'm saying.
I think the way she dresses is up to her, Anne, don't you?
Yeah, but it's going to get her into trouble, isn't it? Like it has.
It's got nothing to do with the way she dresses. It's visiting Steve in prison that's got her into trouble. Anyway, shut up, I don't want to talk about it.
OK, Andy, just answer me one question. Would you want me to dress like that when I get to her age? Andy?
I'm going for a walk.
Well, whilst you're out, would you get some decorations for the tree? Just some tints things.
You were the one warning me about him.
No, I didn't know him then, did I?
But Steve, him looking after you like this, it's so that you'll be on his side, so that you will help him to get to me. Surely you can see that.
Yeah, well, that might be one of the reasons, but so what?
So what? Well, it might have made your life easier, but think what it's doing to mine. No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I'm going to have to talk to him, aren't I?
Yeah, it's exactly what you should do. You might be surprised to know, you know, he's not just some sort of fuck.
No.
No. Talk to him.
So how do I do that? Can I arrange a visiting order? Or does he have to do it?
Well, he's already done it, actually. Well, he knew you were going to come and see him anyway, so to make things easier, he's put your name down, and all you have to do is just say when.
Has she said any more about the missing money?
No.
Happened it were never there. You know, like she thought she put it in the till, but she never did.
And now she's realised?
Yeah, but too embarrassed to admit it. Yes, love?
Are you sure you don't mind spending Christmas with Mr. Sugden?
Will you stop asking me that?
Well...
I'm very fond of Percy and I enjoy his company. Whether I'll enjoy his Christmas pudding, well, that's a different matter.
Hello.
Hiya. What can I get you, ladies?
Get her what she wants,
Hiya.
So, how is he?
Hey, they've promised to be out for Christmas.
Oh, great. I bet you'd be relieved at that.
Oh, I will. But like you said, they didn't say which Christmas. Oh!
Good evening.
I've just been saying our Jack will be out any day.
Oh, I'm very glad to hear it. Yes, very nice.
But I've got two strong girls behind the bar, so I mean, you can see everything's under control.
Yes, I suppose it is. Large hours.
Am I so stupid that I went out with a woman, then I lived with her, and I never realised what she was like?
You're bound to see her differently now.
I mean, she sat there, lying through her teeth. She'd say anything to get Daniel, anything.
And is that what happened? Did she get Daniel?
No, the judge ruled that she should keep him for now until the full hearing.
Oh, so there's still a chance then?
Well, I hope so, yeah.
And was it all as you expected?
Oh, pretty much, yeah. We all sat around this table, I said my piece, she said hers, and then, would you believe, she actually said that we had agreed between us that she would have Daniel back as soon as she got a new home ready.
No.
A complete and utter lie, and I'm sure it's a lie she's going to repeat in court.
You must find people who definitely heard her say that she was giving Daniel up for good.
Yeah, like who?
Well, I don't know, Fiona or Kelly even.
Yeah, well, Kelly, certainly, if I could persuade her, but she's changed sides, hasn't she?
I bet Denise made a great play of that, didn't she?
Yeah, not kidding. But I did mention that we were seeing each other, and there would be a female influence in his life even without Kelly. But when she said that we had actually agreed between us...
Sorry, do you mean you actually mentioned me by name?
Well, not to start with, no, but then Denise guessed who it was, so I thought it didn't matter, you know. But honestly, to have her sitting there, looking me in the face and lying like that, I mean, it really made me wonder, did I ever know this woman?
Hey, what's Gary up to?
Watching telly. He says he'll be down later.
Oh, he always says that. And he falls asleep and I have to wake him up when I get in. 3/8, please. So, can you collect some glasses, please, Judy? Yeah, in a minute.
Now listen, because there's something I want to tell you.
Oh, right.
When I got home tonight, I found I had a letter. Now that's not going to alter anything.
From your wife?
It's not going to interfere with our holiday in any way.
It is from her, though, is it?
Well, look, I wouldn't bother telling you, except I think she might have written to Percy, and I wouldn't want you hearing it from him.
Hearing what? Come on, tell me.
He's dead?
Yes, love.
All right,
Yeah.
Dave.
Yeah.
Tell me.
Well, she's coming over to England at Christmas to stay with her sister, her and Carl. And she wonders if I'd like to take the opportunity to see him again.
Well, you must.
Except I can't, can I? Because I'm not going to be here.
Here's your son, Bill.
Now I'm wishing I hadn't told you.
Very glad you did.
Maureen, we are going to Spain. I'll arrange to see Carl some other time. But this Christmas, we are going to Spain.
Right.
Sam.
Yeah, I know.
Your son, deal with it.
Well, I'm not exactly sure, really. Excuse me a minute, I think Samantha could do with a hand. Yes, Samantha. I'll do some of them, please.
No, it's all right, Alec. I don't really think Vera wants you to.
Huh? I beg your pardon?
Well, it's just something she said, you know.
What?
Oh, Vera.
What?
Mr. Gilroy was going to give us a hand.
Oh, no. No, I'm sorry, Alec. I can't do with anybody else behind this bar.
1 minute.
This is a change of tune, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's I'm responsible, aren't I? And if people are coming and going, I lose track, and we've had money missing apart from what else.
You suspect me? Is that what you're saying?
But I don't know who to suspect, do I? If there's more people this side than there is over.
Right, well, I'll make it easier for you then. No longer will I never again set foot on that side of the bar. I'll never again set foot inside this public house.